This is gonna dazzle you. This is quite the ship. Whoa! This whole boat's kind of gleaming. Holy smokes! And oh my goodness gracious, this is quite flattering actually. Randy, oh, this is your cabin. Hi there, this is Captain Q and my old sailing buddy Randy. Join us as we travel hither and yon as we look for some great deals on classic boats and learn a little with each one.
Hey, Captain.
What, Randy?
What's
do you
going
want?
on? This is not your typical keel that you love.
Well, no, it's not. I'll tell you, you caught me. I was getting this for you for Christmas. This is left over from the movie Search for Red October, I think. We're now here in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, at the old Melville submarine base, and now called the Hinckley Boat Yard. It was originally purchased by Ted Hood and made into a full-service operation for building little harbor boats as well as servicing them. And they also invited a ton of people to come in and surround this building with shop sailmakers, electricians, electronics people, and so forth. So it's really a one-stop shop. It was a great place. Hinckley and a group of investors came in and bought the whole thing out from Ted Hood, I think around 1999. We've been trying to look at little harbors whenever we can because they're just really incredible boats. And I think I might have found some competition for the PB today.
Oh, interesting.
On a little different level. But I want to take you over and show it to you if you have time.
Yeah, let's do it. All right,
Follow me on over, okay?
All right.
What do you think of this puppy?
Well, it's definitely a musher.
This is a serious musher. This will mush you really fast anywhere you want to go. You're looking at a 1990, 30-year-old boat built by Little Harbor in Taiwan at their own shipyard over there. It's 59 feet long. Actually, it's the original 58-footer. They stretched it a foot. This is an amazing, amazing boat. Ted Hood designed it. It's his delta-shaped bottom, as they refer to it. What Ted realized when he was designing 12-meter boats is that you didn't need to come in that sort of classic semi-hard chine, rounded but hard chine, and then curve down and then find the keel, because that's a long way to go to get to the bottom of the boat. And that's where they were putting all the lead. He said, why don't we just go straight down as much as possible, basically a diagonal, or delta maybe, and then load that whole section up down there with lead. This beauty weighs a mere 70,000 pounds. And she's got 22,000 pounds of lead way, way, way down here, and far further south than you could get under the keel version. And as a result, this boat is designed to sort of go right over to about 15 degrees, stop in light air, and then as it breezes on, it's going to stay there. It has a foil-shaped centerboard, which is far more efficient, actually, than a keel because of the shape and the distance. It doesn't have to be protracted and long and so forth. And
that's what's like 7 feet?
It'll go down to a total of 11 feet of draft. Look down here. It even has a little wheel for the speedometer. I don't know why, when you see something like this, you would think that this would have a really big wheel. Oh, you would like this. I can almost get my whole head in there, can't I? Ooh. I shouldn't be doing this because I know you're going to love it. But that is a serious bow thruster. Let's take a look aft here. Here's the grounding plate for, no, wait a minute, that might be just a giant zinc on that.
I think it's actually a barnacle farm.
Yeah, it is. The size of it makes me think it's one of the grounding plates. This is a semi-balanced rudder here, and it's a big hunker. We've got a little thing catcher back here.
That's about the tiniest one we've seen.
Yep. Here's this is a dynaplate right here. That's what I was thinking about. So the other thing is a zinc, that big long piece. And here's the dynaplate, which is a grounding system. And it's got a lot of little miniature copper balls, immersed in epoxy, which gives you a tremendous amount of surface area to ground your electronics. But this zinc right here has got to go away. And this, I believe, is just a standard Martec. It almost looks like it could have a variable pitch drive on it. Here's a cutter that you could use for your cigars right there. These are probably deck drains, I'm going to guess. We've got a really big intake down here. Didn't we see 2 on the other side?
We did.
Now, that makes me think.
Now, there's 2 ways you can go with raw water intake. You can put the filter here, or you could put a filter on the inside, right?
Well, you have the screen inside.
Right.
But this is for the coarse stuff. I mean, some people have eliminated this and said, well, we're just going to let anything wants to suck up in there, suck up. We got another couple of mystery holes here, and there's a head up here, so they could be connected to that. Drain for our anchor locker, maybe?
Yeah.
So, there you go. All right, I'm finished. I'll see you later.
Up we go.
Oh, you want to go topside?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, come on. This is going to dazzle you. We love the subscribers.
Yeah, more subscribers means that we're going to get recommended to more people, and so that helps spread the love and spread the word about old classic boats and what we're doing, so every little bit helps.
Thanks again. Hey, Randy.
Hey.
Buddy, come on up here.
Wow.
Surprise. How do you like this cockpit? I can hardly speak. This is quite the ship. She carries 450 gallons of water, so if you get thirsty, you're in pretty good shape. She carries about 450 gallons of fuel. And those tanks are all molded right into the hull, which is kind of a little safety factor because by chance, if you should happen to get if you should get holed in that area, you have sort of like a double inner hull. What do we have here?
Yeah, this cutaway combing.
A nice little cutaway combing area on both sides. So you could actually be at the helm, and I'm wedged into a seat perfectly to sail this boat to weather. The Dodger is all fresh isinglass, as I call it, and it has a great big bimini on it, and you could sit back here with all your grandkids sitting back here and teach them how to sail. Now we have a very similar sort of a typical little harbor instrumentation setup here with all your engine controls. And I don't know if this has one of those momentary switches. I think it might, but let me stand up here for a minute. Oh, look at this. I like this little thing here. I can't fold it down. A little step there for your grandchildren to stand on to steer this thing. So you've got your Garmin GPS mapping device, and that's probably linked into the radar somewhere. We'd have to go through all of the electronics to sort that through. It does have a Brooks and Gatehouse Hydrus collection of wind instruments and speed and so on. Let's see what they have in a cockpit locker. As you see, there's no cockpit lockers on this. You've got a galley on one side. We'll see that.
There you go.
There. Are you happy?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
So there's no passageway, but that must be the master head.
Well,
Oh.
well,
This is the galley.
this is the master head right here.
That's the bruised head.
More instrumentation up here, I believe. Let's just double check that. See, that's your Garmin VHF, yeah, with AIS. That's very nice. Right next to it, we're going to need this to gain a little extra headway, right? What is this?
That's your centerboard winch.
Right. I've got the Hydra Brooks and Gatehouse instrument package up here in front of us. Over here, we have a nice little trap right here for you, access to wires and things. By the way, see the finish on the back of this utilitarian locker cover, right? And the gloss on the top. Do you know how many hours it took to build this boat?
Oh, no.
Well, let's see. How about 28,000?
Man hours.
28,000 man hours to build this boat.
Wow.
Yikes. This table. Oh. Now, is that beautiful?
Yeah.
We got a little ice storage place inside the table here. I don't know if I can rock that open. Let's see. Yep, there it goes. The old rocker design. This is just strictly ice. But, oh, this is clever. Look at this. You can reverse this and have glass holders. There's going to be a million details on this boat, Randy. These cushions are going to give you a chance to grab onto this railing if you're leaving the cockpit or coming into it.
I'm kind of marveling at the curved combing behind the helm.
Oh, it's just beautiful. It's sort of, I don't know, it's kind of the, the hallmark, almost, to say, in some ways, of Hood's boats in the center cockpits. Okay, Randy, I'm back here on the Fantail, so to speak, and we got a couple of hatches we just want to take a look at. There we go. Okay. Now, that's got a gas tank in it, which is interesting because normally people will not stow gasoline below decks. I'm kind of inclined to leave that open when we leave here today. And on the other side, we will have your propane tanks. And those are lying down. You have to have specially designed tanks when you use propane, you lay it sideways. It's because propane is a liquid that when it's exposed, it turns into a gas, and it can somehow screw up the little valve on the end of it. Okay, holy smokes. Randy, oh, this is your cabin.
Ah.
This is your cabin.
Yeah. Just
Would you like me to throw a little light down there?
Just give me a blanket and I'll be good.
Yeah, there's quite a space there for all the bumpers you want to put on, and it's graded, you see, so that anything that's wet will drain down to some sort of bilge. So, Randy, where are you going, pal?
Well, you know me. I'm a student of Edson.
You're the Edsonian. That's right. I forgot about that. The Edsonian.
So we've got a pretty big quadrant here. All right, so I see we've got the autopilot piston arm. One thing I wanted to check is make sure we have, over here we've got a lock screw, a tension adjustment screw, and a lock screw on the correct side.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yep.
They also have another one on this side, which I don't think is necessary, but that's fine. It's better than my boat, which is good. We have an auto helm here, which connects.
Auto helm 7000 on here.
Yeah, and then that connects to a rudder piece there. But we also have a hydraulic piston here, which leads me to believe they have another autopilot ram.
Okay.
But the quadrant looks good. There's a little bit of surface rust on this cable. I would check with the seller to see if they have replaced these in the last 10 years.
Randy, are you finally finished with your Edson project? Honey, it's time to come in. Get out. It could rain any minute now.
Oh, yeah.
But come on below. Oh, Randy.
Hey.
Come on up here, buddy. I'm way up here. Whew. Boy, you know, I know you like bowsprits on boats, right?
I think you're starting to be a believer.
This is wicked comfortable. And there's just no detail left undone. We have two sets of CQR-like things. I don't know, one's probably no, that's a CQR. And that's a plow. Is that a Bruce?
A Bruce or a Steve?
Yeah, it could be a Steve.
These two little hydraulic fitting things.
Something to do with the anchoring system here, maybe.
Maybe our viewers would know.
Good idea. Let's ask our viewers. What are these two nuts and bolts? Those are horizontal threaded rods with a nut on each end of one. And here's our chain going back to two.
Let's go with capstans.
We have two capstans on this boat. The tall capstan will take chain on the Wildcat, and it also take line on the upper drum. These are very nice. Your running lights. You've got a green one on the right side, right? And what's on the left side, Randy?
Another green one?
You got it. What matches your shoes? You got it. You're going to drive them crazy going down the bay. Now, there's a locker here, which I just noticed. Let's take a look. What do we think is in here?
Probably some anchor or fenders.
Okay, possibly. We also saw something up here a couple times that surprised us. What was that?
Shower?
Propane? Nope. Ooh, major fortress. Whoa. This is when Irma the hurricane's coming along the line.
Yeah.
And you want the big killer anchor. We have another beautiful teak deck. And like they did over there and like to do, she's all fastened from the top side, right?
Yep.
And there's a couple of spots where you're getting a little bleed up through the bungs. This is not deleterious to the state of the boat. Look at the nice dinghy rack here. Here's something we hadn't seen on a boat recently a lot, and that's that the grab rails on the cabin's top are stainless. This whole boat's kind of gleaming. The cabin top is painted. It's not a heavy non-skid, but it'll give you a little bit of a grip. The mast is stepped right through the deck. The dog and I had to have baths there for a second. Come on down.
Oh,
We've been working hard today.
Ooh.
This is going to hurt the PB, I'm afraid. Just pan around here for a minute and take it all in. Solid varnished teak, beautiful stainless hood opening ports. She's air conditioned and heated. There's a whole panel for that right here. Just to my left, storage. Let's see what we've got for storage up here. Look at, there's some nice, this is like where you put your carry-on, right? And when this boat's heeled over and you're sitting here and you're running through the Gulf Stream, you're gonna see those dolphin going with you. This is massive. This is just giant. This is your turnbuckle for your after lowers, I imagine, because here is the upper shroud. We know there are big chain plates.
I see that little thing behind you, which you're going to really like.
A little thing behind me. Oh, little oil lamp here, except it's not. That's electric.
It's a fake one, but it's
a
gimbaled.
fake one. And it is gimbaled, right? It's kind of cute, isn't it? Let me take you to the galley. Okay. Now we have a step-down galley. You liked this before in other boats. And we saw another boat similar in size. That was the Gulf Star 60, remember?
Yeah.
Same length, same size. This boat is definitely a little richer, a little more solid. Corian counters. We've got, you know, the new pull-out faucet arrangement here. Everybody's got those, but it's nice. Shallow sink and a great big sink for pots that'll do that. And I'm always surprised, even on this luxury yacht like this, that old ubiquitous pot and pan storage thing always shows up in the same place. We have a 4-burner propane here with an oven, and I'm going to close this to show you how much counter space we now have. See, it wasn't storage back here, but look, we have a pop-up storage. Boom. Oh, well, I guess we know what they eat at sea on this boat even. Now we have refrigeration and a freezer compartment right there. 2 separate. Deep and handy.
Interesting.
And you know, right in front of me, what else we have? Open up.
Front access.
Fine glassware, fine plasticware. Microwave. I love a microwave on a boat now. It's my new thing. Storage. I've got storage down here too. What do we have down here? Oh no, you know what I bet? I've got here. I've got a little engine room access.
Oh, and that's your generator.
That's what we call access to your generator from the starboard side. Oh, there's a nice garbage bin. Look at it, folds right out. So it's just a little pop open switch. Give it half a turn. Swings right open.
Oh.
Nice bar setup. And you have the lounge, the cocktail lounge over here that I was in earlier. That's lovely. And then dinner calls, and you head toward the saloon. Oh, this has a drop leaf on the table, a small one that allows you to have. Oh, we're gonna have how many around here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, you know what would go really well here, though?
I do, and I'm surprised they don't have it. Our fireplace. Oh, another really comfortable spot. Everything, you know, I don't need to explain it, but everything you need to go anywhere is here. Radar, GPS, AIS. Should we take a look?
Let's see it.
Ooh, what do you think?
Pretty good.
I'd say that's pretty good. And I get to see the dolphin here too. We're gonna head down the companionway toward the after stateroom, but we're going to go buy a lot of stuff here, and I'll just try to give you a quick idea. First of all, I want to let you know that I'm kind of walking slightly downhill, which is just a feature they had to put in to keep giving us headroom.
Yeah, you've got about 6'8" headroom there.
Wow. Yeah. I think we got a little ice maker here. That's handy. We've seen circuit breaker panels before. We got 12 volt, we got the 110 side and so on. We noticed this from the other side. Here is now the port side looking at the generator.
I like this window.
It is sort of cool, isn't it?
We've got battery switches over here.
Oh, there we go.
Engine or generator monitors, and then tank monitors. Oh.
Yep, water tanks. The 12 volts. Then we've got the engine room here, and you can look in there and say, "Oh, that looks like everything's running pretty nice in there." That's very cool, isn't it? So let's take a look.
How big of an engine is it?
This is 150 horse, I believe. Perkins, and she has 3,500 hours. I think everything in here is relatively easy. It's not a walk-in engine room, but certainly a sit-down engine room. There we go. And a little hanging locker for whatever you need to hang in there. Then step up into the master stateroom. And we each have a place to sit down here and read our magazines before we go to sleep.
All right.
And
Guess I'll take my spot over here.
you can have yours over there. That's fine. And I think we each have a little cabinet. You have one light. Look, I open this up. Know what happens? Watch. Whoosh, light goes on. And this is deep. 2 nice overhead hatches. And we have 6 opening ports here. And I guess you probably wouldn't let me try this, could I?
I think you should.
I think I should. Oh, thank you. Could be a mistake, though.
Also, check out your headroom here.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I've even got bed headroom. Oh.
Uh-oh. All right, here comes the cattle prod.
This is, stop it. Behave. So we've got a little scoop here that will slide open and let air from the durade aft here come down, give us a little fresh air without opening up the port. Let's say it's really blowing and the seas are crashing over the boat. We have reading lights. We have, I don't know, endless storage lockers. I'm going to check the other side of this mattress and just see if it's as comfortable as that side. And you know what? It is. And I'm just keeping my feet off of this because there's plenty of room for me to lie on this.
Keep going.
Oh, okay. There we go. I'm off. And I'm going to just sit down and try your seat on this side. And oh my goodness gracious. This is quite flattering, actually. Now, I've just woken up. I'm having some coffee at my makeup table. And I'm going by my little makeup chest here. And I like this sort of thing in locker space. And my nephew has one of these on his boat. Really shallow for small things. You don't want to stack a lot of stuff in there. You can find it readily. Okay. All right, Hieronymus. Wow. Okay. Nice high perch to the head. I got a sink right in front of you. We have a tilted mirror with storage behind it, of course. There we go. And there are lights right beside it that light up somewhere. And how about the shower stall? Give you an idea of the size of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand around this thing that's on the floor.
A lot of these showers don't have a ton of headroom, so.
No, I've got 7 feet in here. And I have my own opening port on that side, and another opening port on the other side, and washing machine and dryer all rolled into one. I don't know how they do that. I've always wondered. I don't know why we don't get one of those at home. Automatic closed dryer. Well, that's just a dryer, no washer. Darn. Great master stateroom. Nice size head. I will, sure. Sea Dog, want to make certain I didn't miss a couple of rooms up here. We have a little step down here for one guest room. And this is as good a guest room as you'll find anywhere. Look at these storage lockers. Where have we seen these before?
Oh yeah, in the Little Harbor 46.
A lot of it. Oh, I like these lighted hanging lockers.
Also, you missed a big thing here.
What thing? This mirror?
Yeah.
It's a big one. Coming into, it's just as nice a head as you can find on any boat. I mean, it's giant size. Ooh, I like the angle on the throne. That's great. And you've got the shower head bidet situation that you liked on another boat. And another tilted mirror, again, so you don't have to bend down. And it's a perfect mirror, actually. And storage behind that. I think we can give you one more cabin. Sea Dog pointed this one out as well. And this is kind of interesting because it has kind of a double down below and it has a single above. So if you had 3 kids, they'd have a ball in here, wouldn't they? All the same storage lockers everywhere and another lighted. I love when those lights come on. There's plenty of ventilation. A nice chest of drawers for your kids' toys and stuff. And you have a privacy door for the head on this side. Not quite as big as the other one, but only smaller by about 1 square foot, I'd say. Towel racks, mirrors. It's got a recessed toilet paper holder. And it's an electric flush. None of this. Okay, we're in the forepeak here. This is, once we clear all this out, Randy, we're going to put a cushion down here for you.
Okay.
And you'll like it because you have your own little companionway going up through this forward hatch. Can you see that right here?
Sure.
And so this is Here's your chain coming down.
Technically, wouldn't a chain plate have a plate and the bolts? This is more of a strut to get to the chain plate, right?
We could call it a chain strut.
All right.
I'm really amenable. And here's your chain coming down the pipe down there. And you see what they've done? They've let it so it goes down into this bin down here. And this is a lot of weight, not right up, tucked up into the bow.
So if you bought this, would you convert it over to another bunk?
One thing would be nice if you hired a college kid on for the summer and give this to him as a cabin. I could hire a guy like that kid that came on board in my boat about 40 years ago. If I could just find one of those guys.
Yeah. Look what happened, though. Now you've got trouble on your hands.
Where's that boy with the
Couldn't
bugle?
get rid of him.
Where's that boy with the bugle? Where's that boy with the bugle? Oh, Randy. Today we saw one of the queens, not the king, but the queen of the Little Harbor fleet. A Little Harbor 58 that was stretched to a 59 footer. And wow, you're just dazzled by the comfort and the layout.
So many details for comfort and safety that we just don't see a ton of.
No. When I first saw the boat, I said, okay, PB, you're in trouble. I'm going to 90 on this puppy. I can't. The PB would still win my heart, but this boat, I would take this in a nanosecond. Today, it would cost $3 to $5 million to replace this boat. And we've always said we like to show people deals on boats.
Yeah.
That's a deal. So I love the boat, and I know how that boat's going to feel sailing. And when you see pictures of her underway, and I think we have some videos available to see that boat sliding through the water. It's amazing. It's really wonderful. So that's it. What do we say?
90.
90. Okay.
Highest ever.
That'll cause some flurry out there.
More inflation.
Bear with us, folks. Bear with us. We love it. And you would too if you saw it. Thanks so much for watching. Come on back next week. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when the next one comes out, please hit the alert bell. And that's not desperate at all. Randy, how would I ever find out what's coming up next?
You can follow us on Instagram here,
Yeah.
or Facebook here. We'll have little previews of what's coming up on our next episodes. A little bit early.
That's pretty cool. Previews. You all join me. I'm going to Instagram right now, and I'm going to find out what's coming up next week. Thank you very much.
You know, Instagram's not a place.